Hello everyone, my name is Savdraws, and today we're going to be drawing using only dollar store supplies. Now, this is a very different thing that I've been doing. I actually did this on a stream, but I actually recorded this before the stream. I retried this drawing like 5 different times, so the utensils does look used because I did have to sharpen it and erase a lot. So I restarted this probably like about 3 times total. So the paper, the pencil, the eraser, and every supply that you see in this video is actually bought from the dollar store, so I'm not using anything that I've not previously purchased. So I wanted to do a simple drawing, something that I could easily color and draw, because I had a hard time with my other drawings as well. So I wanted this one to be a little bit more simpler. I decided to do a man in a suit because I didn't know what else to do. And I actually ended up making something similar to the SpongeBob outfit, and I I find it really funny that my drawing ended up looking a little bit like the SpongeBob outfit. I started using the pencil as a good sketch tool because I didn't want to start using colored pencil because that doesn't really erase very well, as I've learned. So I used pencil to sketch out the sketch, and then I planned on using colored pencil and then marker and then crayons. What happened is that I didn't really know what I was doing at the time, and as I streamed later on, I realized that I could have done a lot more, and yeah. So I erased the entire image using my big eraser that I got at the dollar store, and it left a little bit of markings because since it was such cheap paper, it didn't erase all of it, and so I used that to my advantage by erasing as much as I could, so that way I could go over it in colored pencil. And so I used the colored pencils for outlining the outfit and skin and hair and everything. It's kind of funny though because I'm going to go over it anyway with marker. I just wanted a good start, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go with this drawing. So I kind of overlapped a lot of things, as you can tell later on. It was actually a very fun project to do because I haven't done something like this in a really long time, and I really was excited about doing this because you can make really good drawings using really cheap supplies, and it doesn't really matter what supplies that you use. As long as you know the basic fundamentals about art, then it's a lot easier to draw with almost anything if you know how to use it. Also, I used the colored pencils. I did not have a skin tone for the colored pencils, so I had to mix red, orange, yellow, and brown to make the skin tone. And I think it turned out pretty well because I didn't know what I was doing, and so I wanted to lightly sketch and color the colors so that way it looks slightly similar to a skin tone. I just didn't have the skin tone color exactly, so I had to sketch using a lot of different colors. And it turned out pretty well, if I may say so myself. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like the skin color that I wanted, but it does look pretty nice for what I had. Next, I moved on to the shirt, and the shirt was pretty easy to use because I just used a light blue, black, and green to shade with the shirt. And I think it turned out pretty well because I only had 10 colors to work with. I didn't want to work with every single color under the rainbow. I actually did end up using every single color except for the light green for this entire drawing. But I think the shirt turned out probably the best out of everything that I've drawn because, I don't know, I think it just looks the best with the shading because I like shading things that are really light colored with the blue. I like shading with blue. That's just my opinion. I like shading with blue and purples, and so the fact that I could shade a white with blue and purple and green, it was kind of nice to use. Next, I shaded the hair, and the hair was actually really fun to do as well because I made the hair blue. Obviously, as I just said, I like to shade with blue. The hair, I used the violet, purple color, and dark blue and light blue to shade with the hair. I left a little white streak just for shine because I didn't have a white. Next, I went down to the pants, and the pants were very hard to like shade with colored pencil because I wanted it to be a brown color, but the fact that I only had one brown, red, and orange to shade with, it was kind of hard, but I kind of liked how it turned out. even though when I did use the marker, I ended up messing it up, and I regret using the marker for the pants. And you'll see that in a second. But I really liked how it turned out before I used the marker. I just thought the marker would add like a good like shading technique, but apparently it didn't. Also, I used a black outline to outline the entire image with the marker, and these markers were the cheapest I could find. They did have different markers, but I was like, no, I want the cheapest ones I could find that I could use. I also got Crayola crayons because they didn't have any other brand that were cheaper, and Crayola is kind of name brand and something that people actually use. But yeah, I regret using the marker for shading on the pants because it turned out a lot darker than I wanted it to. I tried fixing it with crayon, but I think that just like made it worse. I don't know. I tried fixing it as much as I could, but it's the best I could use. I also used the crayons for shading as well to pop out that color and shade. I ended up outlining the whole thing in marker anyway, even though I outlined it in colored pencil, which I find kind of funny because I just wasted my time coloring it in colored pencil. But I really like how it turned out, other than the pants. If I had to change one thing, it'd probably be the pants, because that's just something that I didn't like how it turned out. As you can tell, he kind of looks like a blue-haired SpongeBob already. I didn't know what to do for a background, so I just did lines and a purple reddish outline on one side of his body to show like a shadow. Even though there's a shadow underneath his feet, I don't really know what I was doing. I just wanted to make it look good. So yeah, here's the finished product, and the finished product is alright, I guess. I scanned it with my computer, so anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It means a lot to me for you guys to watch my videos and support me in any way that you can. My Patreon is in the description if you guys want to support me any more than you already are, and I really appreciate everything you guys do for me. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Bye-bye.